Hi, friends. In the name of Almighty One God, who is most merciful and beneficent, my name is Dr. Abu Abdullah. We were discussing the role of Muslims in music. Abu Nasr Farabi, this is the second lecture. Abu Nasr Farabi, born in Farab, Persia, is the greatest musical theorist the Muslim world has produced. He died in 950 AD. He composed several outstanding works on music. Among his books were the Grand Book on Music, Kitab-e Musiqi al-Kabir, and Styles in Music on Classification of Rhythm. Besides the above, he has also dealt with musical topics in two of his voluminous work on the science, the classification of science and the origin of science. His great book on music is recognized as the highest authority on the theory of Oriental music, and according to Farmer, a well known writer on Oriental music, this work of Arabi deserves to be ranked as one of the greatest works that has been written on music out of the several great works of Arabi on music, Kitab Mosi al Kabir has survived, which has been recognized as the most important treatise on the theory of Oriental music. According to Farabi, he wrote this book because he found that earliest book written by Greeks, Romans, and Persians were full of obscurities and shortcomings. Farmer pays glowing tribute to this great work of famous musician, saying, Al-Farabi's treatment of physical and physiological principles of sound and music is certainly an advance on that of Greek. Farabi has made a detailed reference of musical instruments, which is non existing in the works of Greeks. He invented the musical instrument rabab and kanan. He also knew mensural music and recognized the major third and the minor third as consonants. Al-Farabi made a valuable contribution to physiological acoustics, which was not touched by the Greeks. He was also outstanding practical musician of his time, and when he played the flute in the presence of his patron Saifuddaulah, he used to cast a smell over the audience, directing their sentiments as he liked, so as to cast his hearers into fit of laughter, drew tears from their eyes, and made them all asleep. Undoubtedly, Farabi, a versatile genius, is the greatest theoretical musician that Persia has produced. The works of Farabi had an universal appeal and influenced the musical thought of the West as well as the Muslim Spain. According to Farmer, Al-Farabi still continued to attract the attention of the scholars until the 17th century AD. Ibn Sina, who was from 980 to 1030 AD, a Persian national, was the greatest thinker and encyclopedist of Islam, who ranks next to Farabi as the musical theorist. His Kitab al-Shafa is a philosophical encyclopedia of repute, also contains much original work on music. He also wrote an introduction to the art of music, whilst a few definitions regarding music are also found in his book Divisions of Science. The work of Ibn Sina considerably influenced the Western writers of the subject, and Roger Bacon recognized the contribution of Ibn Sina on the therapeutic value of music. According to a Western critic, both Farabi and Ibn Sina were claimed to have added to what the Greek taught. Persians have made valuable contribution to the theory of the physical basis of sound, especially regarding the spherical propagation of sound. The greatest Oriental physician Al-Razi, born in Ray, Persia in 865 AD, has also contributed to the theoretical side of music. Nasruddin Tusi, a prolific writer on multifarious subjects, born in Tus, a village of Persia, has written two books on music. Number one, Kitab Ji Nain Mosiki and Kanzul Tofa. The musical theories of Tusi were elaborated by his great disciple Qutbuddin. Saifuddin al-Momen in 294 AD, a Persian by birth and one of the greatest theorists of music, has expounded his theories on music in his celebrated book Sharjiyah and Book of Musical Modes, Kitab al-Diwar. He laid down a new theory of scales in which the octave was divided into 17 intervals, which according to Sir H. Parry is the most perfect ever divided. Haji Khalifa says he was amongst those taking the front rank in the writers on the theories of music. He was also a practical musician and had the distinction of inventing two stringed instruments. Number one, the mogari. In English, we can say an arch lute. Number two, nuza, a kind of posterity. Numerous commentators have had written on the theories of Momen. Qutbuddin al-Shirazi, a disciple of Nasruddin Tusi, wrote Drataj, which is counted as one of the most authenticated contributions to the systemic theory of music. Abul Faraj al-Afghani wrote his great compendium Kitab al-Afghani, which is a remarkable contribution to the subject. The monumental work was published in 20 volumes of Balagh Press, Cairo in 1868. According to several Western critics of music, the Western world during the last 1000 years has produced nothing to compete with this book. This book may rightly be called the encyclopedia of Oriental music. Besides the above, other notable Persian theorists on music are Abdul Qadir, Ibn Ghalib, and Amuli. Persians was also responsible for giving verse forms to vocal music, such as the odd and many shortest forms like Kita. Kita means fragments, Ghazal, love songs, and the most popular, Mewals. Of these, Zajal and Munasha were introduced into Europe. Persians also invented many new musical instruments which were adopted and became very popular both in the East and West. Of these, flute, tabla, drum, tambour, pandor, qanon, ney, flute are noteworthy ones whose introduced the revolutionized the practical music of the world. Persian Muslims have undoubtedly made the greatest contributions to the cultural treasuries of Islam, and it was they had played the dominant part in Islamic development of science and arts. In the contribution to the music, Persian theorists and practical musicians have had the lion's share, and some of the celebrated work of the famous Persians like Farabi, Ibn Sina, and Momen are unparalleled in the annals of musical work of the world. Now we will talk musical instruments. Arabs and Persians, Muslims who produced many of the outstanding theorists and practical musicians of medieval times, invented many musical instruments which were adopted and became popular throughout Europe, Asia, and Africa. One of these was Mizaf, which was very popular and which included all open strings instruments, including the lyre, the sitara, the harp, and the dulcimer. The oud or lute was one of the earliest instruments commonly used during the 1st century AH, which according to Western writer was the most important musical instrument of Islamic people from the Atlantic to the Persian Gulf. Two kinds of oud were used in those times. The Persians called their barbers and made no provisions for a separate neck, while the Arabs added a neck to it. The musical instruments used by the Arabs during the early periods of Islamic history were tambur and mizmar. The only difference between the tambur and lute was that the latter had a smaller sound chest and longer neck. Mizmar were the wind instruments which were very popular among Arabs. The flute belongs to the same category and it was much used by the Persian. Farabi had described the mizmar as having 8 holes for the movements of fingers over it, which was called ney or sonay by the Persians. The kadib or wand and duff, kadib or wand and duff or tambourine are the percussion instruments. The duff acquired great popularity in different parts of the world where it was known by the different names, namely dap in the Iran, dafik in Kurdistan, dap in Albania, and adaf in Iberia. The Spanish Muslims were responsible for popularizing duff and tambura, the mascas, throughout the length and breadth of Europe. The musical instruments which was commonly used in martial and processional music throughout the Islamic domain was the bak or horn or trumpet, which were of different types, namely karan, nafar, shablar, and karana. Those are made of conch or of horn or metal and were either straight or crooked in shape. The tabla was the most important drum, a sort of drum. The tabla was most important instrument of martial music. It was of two types, the cylindrical type and the bowl type. Drums and kettle drums were also commonly used in martial music. During the early period of Islamic history, the senjo was very popular among the Umayyad, which was played to regulate the rhythm in dancing. It was of different shapes and sizes. The Abbasid caliphs were great patrons of science and arts, and during their period, theoretically as well as practical music registered phenomenal progress. Zalzal, a musician of repute attached to the court of the Abbasi, invented a new type of oud known as oud shabur, which may correctly be called a perfect lute. Ziryab, another musician, improved upon the existing lute and introduced strings made of silk and entrails of young lions, which were much superior to the old one. The shabrud or arch lute was another musical instrument of importance, introduced during the Abbasid reign. It was very popular in Baghdad. The rabab, a straightened musical instrument which is played with a gone, means straight bow, was also invented during this period. This instrument was retained its popularity even up to the present time. The kitara, which was later named guitar in Europe, was very much in use during the reign of Muslims in Spain. Several types of bells or jaras, large as well as small, accompanied processional and martial music and were sometimes used in such manner as to increase the din of the battle so as to affright the enemy. Here I stop this lecture. Please keep watching my channel, Dr. Abu Abdullah.